Yo, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I have the answer to the question, can enemies see your laser sight and flashlight in Call of Duty Cold War? So before you do that, remember to leave a like and subscribe as I post daily helpful Call of Duty content on my channel. But anyways, let's get right into it. Alright, so this is the steady aim laser attachment. There's no other attachments on the gun. We found the darkest place in the entire game, which is right here on Nuketown. And honestly, whether you're below them or above them, drop shotting, whatever, you can see the attachment, but you can only see the attachment for like a meter in front of your gun. Other than that, like the laser like fades out. And honestly, the background, like the color of the map and like everything like that, it does have an effect. So if you're in a really bright environment, chances are you won't see the laser. But if you're in a really dark environment, then your chances are higher of seeing the laser. This attachment right here is the mounted flashlight, so it's basically the same thing. You can only see the flashlight for like about a meter in front of your gun, and then it fades out. Whether you're below them, above them, whatever, it's basically the same exact thing. And honestly, like if you're right in front of them and you guys are shooting at each other, the flashlight doesn't really like make a difference. It doesn't like blind you or anything. So, yeah. And then obviously, if you're in a bright environment, chances are you might not see the flashlight, but if you're in a really dark environment as an enemy, your chances of seeing the flashlight are higher, but honestly, it's not that much of a noticeable difference. This right here is the GRU 5MW laser sight. You would think that since it has a higher hipfire accuracy, it would be like brighter or you could see the laser farther than the steady aim laser. But no, it's literally the exact same thing as the steady aim laser. This right here is the Tiger Team Spotlight attachment. It has 20% more reveal distance than the mounted flashlight does. So obviously you would think the flashlight would be brighter or that you could see it farther, but nope. Literally the exact same thing. They're both the exact same thing in game. They have no difference. You can't see one more or anything. Yeah. This right here is the Ember sighting point attachment, and it increases your hipfire accuracy and reveal distance by 30%. It has the laser and the flashlight on the gun now, so you would think you could easily notice one of them more now, but no, it honestly doesn't make a difference. The laser kind of just like blends into the flashlight, and the flashlight you can only see like a meter ahead of the gun. So honestly, still the exact same thing as I was talking about earlier with every other laser and flashlight attachment in the game. It's literally the exact same thing. Alright, lastly, this is the KGB target designator attachment. It only turns on when you're aimed in, so obviously he's hip firing right here, and the moment he aims in, bam, it turns on. So yeah, you can see it a meter out of the gun, and it's not that bright, it doesn't blind you, whatever. Same thing as all the other flashlights in the game. And obviously also, as you can see, when you're like spamming your aim in button, it'll like flicker on and off, which makes it so much easier to notice. So if you don't want to get caught with that attachment specifically, don't spam your L2 while using it. Now I've got my friend out in the open in the sun. It's a lot brighter out here. As you can see, the flashlight is a lot more difficult to spot in the open, where it's like more bright and stuff compared to like a dark room or whatever. And then same thing applies to the laser. Honestly, it's a little bit more difficult to spot when you're out in the open where it's brighter compared to like a dark area. And the farther you get away from the enemy, the more difficult it is to spot these two things as well. So the closer you are, the more easier it is to see. The farther you are, the harder it is to see these two things. And then also it depends on your brightness. If you're in a really dark place, it'll be easier to see them, and if you're in a really bright place, it'll be harder to spot them. Lastly, we're going to talk about attachments that increase your reveal distance. So right now I'm using the mounted flashlight. So basically, if an enemy pops up on your screen in a certain like box on your screen, if they pop up in that certain area on your screen, they'll have a red dot appear above their person. So this is literally amazing, specifically for Cartel. If you're playing on Cartel and someone's camping in the bushes and you have this attachment on, it'll bring up a red dot above their character, and even if you don't see them with your own eyes, the game will tell you they're there. So honestly, this is a super good attachment to run on Cartel. Highly suggest you run it. 100% suggest that you run it, honestly speaking. And then moving on to the KGB target designator. So this one, specifically for this attachment, it only works when you're aimed in. So when you're aimed in, it only works when you're aimed in. If you're hip firing, it won't work. So you have to be aimed in. and the like the area on your screen that it works is a little bit smaller compared to the other mounted flashlights or Tiger Team spotlight, whatever it is. The like the box on your screen is a little bit smaller, but it's basically the exact same thing except you have to be aimed in. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. Remember to leave a like and subscribe. I post daily helpful Call of Duty content. Share with your friends and teammates. Help them get better as well. And other than that, that's it. See you guys in the next one. See you.
There's another guy. Oh, if you win this. Oh my. Don't. No!